Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Jacob back here for the JTwoH channel, and today we have a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray review for you coming to us from Warner Brothers. We have the newly released sequel and next installment in the Conjuring franchise, The Nun 2. Now, I did get a chance to see this in theaters. I actually went with my wife and my sister. We all really enjoyed it. I think it's definitely a better follow-through than The Nun, the first Nun. It's a great follow up, and actually, I think it's better than the first one. Much like the Meg 2 being better than the first Meg, I believe this one is done much better. So we have a matte slipcover there, no fingerprints showing up on it. Now, we are still in the age of no Blu-ray, just a 4K and a digital code, which I am not a fan of. I miss my Blu-ray discs, miss my combo packs. But the greatest, what does it say? The greatest evil in the Conjuring universe, which is true. The Nun is a crazy, crazy visual. Probably my favorite visual out of the entire Conjuring franchise, and maybe not all of horror, but pretty close. Like, the Nun character is insane. So here we go. Got a goldish silver looking tint to the cover and the logo. Got the WB100 logo and the 4K Ultra HD. Got the Nun 2. Of course, it's going to drive me nuts now because I have the Nun 4K, but with no slip. The back, which I'll gloss over just here in a second. So it is 110 minutes, so just under 2 hours. It has Dolby Atmos. It does not mention if it has Dolby Vision, though I would, if I had to guess, I'd say it would, but don't quote me. Just on the back it says Dolby Atmos. Violent content and some terror, because it's called The Nun 2, but whatever. Rated R. Evil Returns, the sequel to the The sequel to the worldwide smash hit The Nun follows Sister Irene as she once again comes face to face with the sinister force Valak, the demon nun. So, Sister Irene is from American Horror Story fame. I believe it's Thaisa Farmiga. Could have botched both of those names, but there you go there in all her glory. Like I said, I'm familiar with her from the first third seasons of American Horror Story, way back. Probably 10 years ago now. Special features on here: The Nun 2, Demon in Paradise, and Handcuffed Nightmares. Of course, the special features are now on the Ultra HD disc because we don't have the Blu-rays anymore. So, but take out the slip there. So, The Nun. I think with the slip, I think the slip cover definitely works. The gold with the gold, I like it. The WB being blue, okay, WB100 logo. I'm not against it. Without it though, that black with the white, the red on the Conjuring, I think it looks solid even without the slipcover. In case you find this on like a, second, third, fourth printing, whatever, it doesn't have the slip. I don't think you're missing out much on this one. Let's see actually. So we've got the first Nun. Oh yeah, look at that. The white, kind of like in the black, is transforming. The night is taking over. And then now it's all night here, basically. The first one is half nun and half sister. This one's all nun. So, yeah, I don't think they'll look too bad. Of course, now I have the slip for the second one, so it'll go on it. But very, very small nuances. They kept the spines very similar. I can appreciate that, the Nun and the Nun 2. But anyway, talking about the second Nun. So there's the back, sans slip cover. Here is the disc, plain disc with the logo, just the one disc. Though there's room for a Blu-ray there, Warner Brothers. You should really change your mind on that, but I digress. And I dropped it on my face. So, this isn't necessarily a movie you can just pick up and watch on its own. You don't have to have watched all the Conjuring movies. You should probably definitely have seen the first Nun movie because, even the synopsis, it just says, continues on after the first movie. So essentially, Sister Irene is now moved to a different, I'm not familiar with the phrasings, convent, or it's a school for children, and she's teaching there. She's doing her she's about to take her vows to officially become a nun. No, was that the last movie? I don't know. I'm not good with that type of stuff, in all honesty. But essentially, she is attempting to move on, and Frenchie is also there, Frenchie being one of the protagonists in the first movie. And if you watch the first one, I won't get into too many spoilers, but something happens with him that leads directly into this and why it's a problem that he's there. you should know too, especially if you've seen the first Conjuring. So, chaos ensues. Really, there isn't much of a story, much of a new story, not much of new development. It's just kind of the nun continuing to follow Sister Irene and just take over. Some cool things. Like I said, I really enjoyed this one. I think it's scarier than the first movie, but it's definitely better as far as storyline and following along and stuff like that. And that's with having seen the first one. I think if you just jump right into this, I think they cover the backstory enough, you'd be fine, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend the movie, I just wouldn't recommend skipping the first one. So, speaking of, I'm going to put a link in the description. It is a link to buy this on 4K directly from Amazon. It's not an affiliate link. I don't get anything from it. It just supports Warner Brothers. I want to thank Warner Brothers for sending me a copy of this. It's awesome. As soon as the kids go to sleep, or when we get a good night to this week, we should rewatch it. I always like watching a horror movie the second time through because you know where the scares are. You can pay more attention to the visuals and how the character is portrayed and stuff like that. Because you jump scare, you blink and you look away or whatever. You're not getting the visual of what the character actually looks like on TV, or on the big screen or whatever. So I digress. Check this out. I would recommend it. Link in the description to support the film. Thank you, Warner Brothers. If you want to support my channel in any way, I will have my social media links in the comments. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and TV Time, where we review all of the movies like Nun 2 and TV shows I watch respectively. My eBay page and my Bluray.com page where I catalog all my stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you later too. Hey, have you liked yet? Have you subscribed yet? Have you clicked that notification bell? If you could do that, that'd be great. Right down there. Right down there. Thank you so much. Also, go ahead and check out these additional options on the channel. There should be a video, maybe a playlist, maybe one of each for you to check out so you can stay on the channel and stay informed. And also over here should be the logo. Go ahead and click that. Click sub.